Hello, everybody. Welcome to Pearls of Wisdom. I have an additional little gift for you with a very short card reading about what really happened in our solar calendar. So, our 1st January, sorry, 31st December is not really the beginning of the new year. Many of you know that already. And even if many traditions have the new year in spring, but this also has a reason to celebrate it now. So, on the solstice, we have the shortest day, and in the other side, the southern hemisphere, they have the longest day. I was talking about that before. But let's go now from the shortest day, from the calendar that is connected with the northern hemisphere here. So we have on the 21st, the sun seems to stand still for 3 days. This is when in many traditions, when the sun goes into the underworld, the 3 days, they seem to be there. This is also the crucifixion in the third day, when the 3 days after Jesus was rising again from the cave he was in. And we can find this story in many different ways. So what is actually happening? It's because, again, but when the movement of a star is kind of turning around, like we have moved to the furthest edge, and this has something to do with the planet Earth and not with the sun again. It seems that the sun is standing still for 3 days before it's moving forward again from the northern hemisphere. So this is the 3 dark days that we are in, and the morning of the 25th would represent the re-emerging of the light. This is the birth of the sun, with U or with O, we can interchange that. And you can find that in many, many, many traditions, way, way, way back, that this solstice celebration is the birth of the sun. And you can find it in Egyptian mythology, in Greek mythology. Wherever you look, you always find the same story. So what we have now is on the 25th, actually, our new solar year is starting. And it's always like the same cycle for the solar year of the 365 days with a little bit difference. And you can also see that, even now we have the sun actually in Sagittarius, not in Capricorn. And this is because in this big circle of the big solar cycle of 25,920 years, we have every 72 years, the sun is moving 1 degree. So it is very clear when you look from this perspective that the 25th December cannot be in the same star sign all the time, because we are moving through the whole zodiac once in these nearly 26,000 years. So the movement is actually from us looking backwards. So you can also see, again, referring to the real star constellations, to the astrology, how I work with. This is more the path of the soul, not connected with the seasons, because like we had about, like, for example, half of this time of the 26,000 years, we would have the winter solstice in the opposite sign of Gemini. And then in the southern hemisphere, it would be in Sagittarius, or when it was here in Capricorn, it would have been in Cancer if we go halfway around back. So if we want to reconnect with the real star constellation, with the real rhythm of our cycles, we would have the 25th of December as the new year. And you also know, and I say that many times, that actually the word months comes from moon, and we have 13 moon cycle within one solar cycle, and there is one day left. That's why every 28 years the calendar has to move, to shift, or they add a month in between. So things are like, if you look really into the nature and the rhythm of nature, things are different. And what we celebrate at Christmas, in fact, really is the return of the sun, which is return of the light, which is part of it is connected and done right in the Christian tradition. But this is far, far older than Christianity. So I have drawn a card. I was very much attracted to the shaman card today from Lynn and Rob Shouten, and I share now the picture with you what I get. That was actually, I was very surprised. Okay, let me see that I can get that right. Okay. Now you see, oh, okay. I hope you can see the picture now. You see, there is that cold water in the way, and in the back, this is snow mountains, and they are boats with people inside, which represent that we are moving into a different realm, into a different paradigm. And the thing is, what is very interesting here is like, you know, when you cross, when you die, the mythology is crossing the river Styx. And in a way, it looks like also, it can be a river, it can be a lake, it doesn't matter, but it is also crossing the water is always a representation of moving into a different realm. Now, let me show here. This is kind of a little bit, okay, here I have the picture better. I think now it should be better visible. And I have a second picture. Let me, oh gosh, it's, okay, here. No, sharing has stopped. Okay, sorry. That's not what I wanted. The next picture would be this one. I have to open the picture first. I cannot do like this. Okay, wait a second. Sorry. Okay, so I find the picture again, and this is a little bit complicated in a moment. There are some new features in Zoom that I have not really checked out much. So what is really important here is that this is the card of innocence. And this seems a little bit contradictory when you look at it. And here we have the text. I have the text here. This is from Lynn Andrews, and the picture is from Rob Shouten. And I was asking if I can use them. And I was in contact with Rob, and he said yes. A boat can represent your voyage towards the island of higher consciousness. Now, this is the key. Now, when we look at about higher consciousness in the year to come, and I also did draw a Dakini card, and it's the key here. I will talk about that a little bit later. The boat is made from your treasured innocence. We are all born wild and innocent like a blue heron. To live in civilization at a very young age, we become like the sheep trying to fit in with the crowd. To maintain our receptivity, innocence, is to listen to your own inner voice. Know that the powers of the universe are within you. So this is a very powerful information. And when you look at this also in a way, the snow, the white in the background shows you the innocence. And I hope you can see now the picture of the card again. I definitely will post them again in my blog so you can look at the card. This is a very powerful message. And when we look forward now, when I look into the Dakini Oracle that I also have quickly made ask the card, take a card out. What is the main message, the overview message? Just one card for this coming year. And here again, I got the key, which again is a very powerful information that is not helping the negative energies to move forward, but it will be there is energy of innocence, even if it doesn't look like it, that will help us to move beyond. And it, in a way, it's really that false matrix that is falling, that is on the way out. And the key is again, like, lots of these so-called light workers, star seeds, whatever you want to call this group of souls that are here now to help. So this is the key to, we can say, to the rhythm of the natural universe again. And this is so beautiful because you know what, all those false lies and the false metrics and false energy, they have no chance anymore. They have fallen. And that key is the key through to the higher consciousness of humanity, and not just the few, but it will change the whole. Everybody will be changed in this year. And I can refer again, and I can post it also in my blog again, the chart that I made about the timelines, because this really explains it. That all those who are divine beings with that divine spark, that are not completely possessed by darkness and lost their divinity, they will have a chance to move forward. And it doesn't matter on what level of consciousness you are. Nobody is lost. These dark beings that have possessed humanity, they are part of it is removed already. And especially the big ones, they're gone already. And that there is kind of a middle shift that is still kind of trying to play the game, but they will not be successful. And you will see with these cards that the next year everything will speed up massively. And I say massively. So be ready for a very, very fast movement in the year. I mean, we have now already hardly any time anymore, because through the consciousness level shifting, the time is shifting too, because it is connected with our awareness. So what is happening, it's really time to celebrate. So please, when you celebrate on the 25th or even later, it doesn't matter. Celebrate that light, that innocence within each soul that is still there, that in the false matrix was suppressed. You can imagine that our innocence was like in a black box and could not come out because of all the negativity around us. And this is cracking. This box is opening, and we all have the possibility to reconnect with this divine innocence. And you can even help it to go much faster if you consciously ask for it. Like, for example, in an affirmation, I reconnect to my divine innocence, and I ask it to guide me to my divine heritage, to my divine origin. So if you do that when you wake up in the morning, that will help you to move on faster, and that will help your inspiration so that you are able to hear and to see more. So see, my dogs have confirmed with their barking in the moment. So anyway, the thing that is happening now next year will be very profound, very powerful. So stay tuned, and I could say fasten your seatbelt because this is going to be a wild ride and a fast ride. I wish you a happy new year, a wonderful time, and I will have a reading for you for the dark moon, which is on the 30th of December. The 30th of December. I will be there again. So, okay, enjoy, have wonderful holiday, and we'll talk soon again. Thank you.